Hello and welcome back to Adventure's Edge, Heroes of the Vale, episode number 10.
10.
10. Goes
Already.
so fast.
Here we are.
Well done.
Yeah.
I know. We'll be at 50 before we know it.
Oh,
Just like life.
okay.
Oh.
As an approaching 50-year-old, thank you.
Yeah, right. It's coming fast.
It's like a freight train. It does not stop. Well, it's been a couple weeks since we've actually recorded. Welcome back, everybody.
Thank you.
Hello.
Anything going on with anybody that we need to know? I knew you were going to do that too.
Well, I woke up today and thought it was Monday and got dressed for work because I wake up at like 5:30. And then I had the absolute pleasure of finding out it was Sunday and not having to go to work at all.
Yay.
I mean, that's nice.
That is nice.
It's like finding $20 in your winter coat
So you're in your
pocket.
work clothes? Is that what you're saying?
No, I changed out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if you have a polo or anything. Do they have a dress code?
Yeah, they have a dress code.
Okay.
Got a uniform.
I mean, that's one advantage of working from home is that every day I wake up and I'm at work, but also, I don't have that experience of like, I need to go somewhere.
You could drive around the block and come back in, clock in.
That would be.
That actually
punch
is,
ticket.
that is kind of funny as a little thought. Like, man, I kind of miss the commute.
You should get one of those little like manual
Punch.
punches.
Clock it.
Can
Clock out.
when you get here.
Yeah, I don't actually miss the commute. The only thing that I do miss is having more time like designated to listen to podcasts. That was like when I would actively listen to podcasts is commuting. Yeah.
I could see that.
Just wake up 2 hours earlier, drive around the block, and
Dark,
talk
right?
podcast.
Just listen to podcasts.
Or just go sit in the garage and listen.
Oh, you could drive me to work.
There
and
you
back.
go.
Oh, done.
Oh, that's true. Ooh.
Sounds like we got a start of negotiation.
No parking issues. Don't have to clean off the car.
Don't have to pay for parking.
Yeah.
They make you pay for. I'm sorry.
Yes. Yes. I pay a
I just
hefty price
stopped
tag.
and said, State College.
Yeah, I pay for parking. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, look at that. Now we've solved two problems.
Yes.
You get to now commute, and she doesn't have to drive to work anymore. We're glad to have helped.
Yeah.
Only thing is you have to listen to podcasts that he listens to.
Yeah. Because I do listen to my podcast.
Sure.
So that would be.
That's true.
You can wear headphones. You don't have to talk to each other.
I'll see you at work.
Sit in the back. That's even better.
Ooh.
Solving problems early today.
I like it. All right, well, and that's a wrap. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, well,
How much experience do we get for that? Solving real-world crises?
All right, we'll throw silver into the bucket. I forgot. We had that discussion about experience, and in our other game, we do actual physical coins, but I thought that'd be just an annoyance for here. But then I thought we could just have a group coin bucket on the table, and that would also like how we could track experience, but then also I would maybe remember to periodically throw some silver coins in and not have to like go back and listen. I'm like, I'm going to do that. And then here I am. I didn't do that.
Okay.
But
Well, now we have a plan for next time.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
grab those for the next episode.
But don't you listen to every episode?
Again, we talked about that.
he does it in a way that he really doesn't want to
I
have
know,
to.
it is like, there we go, mouth noises. All right.
Why?
Yeah, okay.
He who hath not sinned cast the first stone.
That was terrible. Please.
It really was.
Never,
That was pretty awful.
ever.
Now I can make that a drop just to make people cringe. Cue the mouth noise. All right, so we're here to play a game.
Yeah.
We should do that.
It's been a while. I don't even know where we're at. Does somebody else remember something?
I killed giant spider.
Oh, yeah, that happened.
Seem to remember that happened.
No, he's still showing here on my screen with all his hit points.
Well, just like experience. Maybe you forgot to update that.
That was good. I like that.
We were just talking about characters.
That was
Dad.
just a hook. It was a strong right
Talking
hook.
about character
I
death.
roll some dice over here.
He was waiting for a jab, and he got a hook. Yes, I believe so. But the way that the troll tells the story is much more interesting.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
I can update for us, yes. Well, last week, we learned some very important lessons about the world we live in. First off, there are sky octopi, and they like to eat faces. Second, wolves, bats, and weird mushrooms may be a perfectly balanced ecosystem, but if you add a bramble into things get bitey. And between inky darkness created by ceiling squids and a pack of wolves super hungry for adventurers, we had surprises aplenty, but Zinnia drew us all into the light, and we survived the day to locate the first of our iron bloom mushrooms, as well as magicked books written in Dwarvish that I don't know if we care about yet or not. Fortunately, there are absolutely no more surprises, but where did Daerun go, and what is all the screaming about an arachnid ambush? I guess we're about to find out.
Yeah, I do remember because you guys had split up, triggered all these encounters, went back in, recovered, and then immediately split up again.
It's not splitting up. It was a tactical advantage that we implemented.
Well, you did honestly accelerate things.
People are sick. We needed to get to this fast.
And I can respect that.
We gathered all the enemies and brought them into our fortified area.
Yeah.
Yeah. See?
It's just not quite all, but almost. You're
But
working on it.
It was expeditious.
It was.
Yeah. We saved time.
Yeah.
So, Tommy, as I recall, you had gone into the back into the little foyer there, and you were following the trail of the blood that nobody was interested in. I have Bramble and Zinnia still out in the kind of the main courtyard. There's a word.
It's a courtyard.
And Nipper there.
Mm-hmm. We were looking at the book.
You were looking at the book. Trunk is, I don't know. Trunk is standing over there by the front door. I don't know why the main gates. Were you doing something, or is that just where
the
you're
door
going?
was very stuck, and Daerun totally was capable of doing it on his own, but I offered a little nudge.
Right, you busted open the door to the tower,
Yeah.
and then your pawn is sitting over there by the main gates. I don't remember if that was just where you got left because that was where the fight was.
Yes, that is.
I'm being a little
that's-
persnickety because position right now is really important.
So I do not believe that is where Trunk actually was standing. I believe Trunk is standing by the tower door.
I believe that
I would
is
agree with that.
Makes sense. All right.
Yes.
Assessment.
All right. And then, only Daerun needs to be concerned about this. So, Daerun, you'll notice just to the right of the tower, there is, in fact, another tower map, which is the second floor of the tower.
I saw that.
And I realized you were sort of in between, but I went ahead and moved your pawn over to that other map
Appreciate
just
it.
so you could kind of really see where things were. And, okay, so we have everybody where they're at, and we are just going to go right into it with Daerun making eye contact with this really large spider who's chilling out in there.
Eyes contact.
Eyes contact. The eyes have it. What is the first thing that crosses your mind as far as what you want to do, Daerun?
Not to be here. So is this like an open, or is there an actual latch that I pulled?
You open up a hatch
Okay.
to the second floor of the tower,
Yeah.
and the second floor of the tower, because it's a kind of a squat tower, would have normally have had like a ladder leading up to the roof,
Yeah.
and about 2/3 of the roof has collapsed in onto this floor.
Okay.
So that you're looking up at mostly sky with some overhangs from the sides of the tower, and this whole area is filled up with spider webs. Like it's all over the place, and there's a large spider nesting there. You see some other things. So yeah, that's pretty much where you're at. So you can see clearly.
I'd like to see if I can slowly back down, like I was never there.
Okay, so you're gonna
Just kind of like,
quietly
Yeah.
retreat.
yes, that's a good.
I got you. Okay, well that is going to afford the spider the opportunity to take its action because it was going to respond to your intrusion, and when
Should have said sorry, huh?
when the tasty morsel that you are opts to leave, you see it sort of flex and a burst of webbing comes shooting in your direction.
Oh, I'm very good. I've got a great reflex.
Do you now?
Oh,
All right, well, we're going to just start right off here.
Mhm.
Well, pretty cruddy roll. That's disappointing. What is your... Well, actually, yeah, what is your AC?
17.
17. All right, well, that is going to be a miss. So goopy web splatters across the hatch, maybe a little bit getting on your fingers, but you can go ahead and withdraw.
I'm continuing to descend the stairs.
Okay, and you're going to close the hatch?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay, then you will carefully descend the stairs back down to the first floor. You hear noises above and some skittering on that hatch.
I'm going to speed up the process of getting out the door that now is beautifully open and say, Trunk, I thought I saw a spider up there, and I'm pretty sure it tried to get me. And it's bigger than, like a little wee spider. I think it's going to try to kill me. So you can go check it out if you want, but I'm going to excuse myself through the door.
I mean, that seems like a great idea, but, spiders are, icky.
Oh, yes, I know. Yeah. So I'm just, excuse me, but I'm going to just step right past you here the door is not necessarily need to be open. I know you took all that work to open it, but perhaps you could close it now. And I'm just going to slowly, it's like in fear. You can see the fear in my face. It's up there, yeah.
Well, while it's tempting to stand in the way and just be the door myself, I will let him scoot on by. And I didn't break the door, correct? I know structural buildings and things like that I enjoy demolishing, but
Right.
I think I just opened this one.
You didn't shatter it. So it's still in the frame. I think you might have damaged the latch a little bit or something. It was mostly just lodged in place. So you could close it.
Okay, we'll go ahead and try that and see how good spiders are at doors.
All right. So you pull that closed as best you can. Darun has wandered into the courtyard.
Heroes of the Vale.
We'll just kind of tipsy-toe back into the courtyard.
Heroes can't be heroes if they're dead.
Pretend like there's nothing there.
Yeah, I'm just going to,
Tower? What tower? I did not see a tower.
Okay. Well, great. Then, so Bramble and Zinnia, you see Darun coming over. You have this book, and you were trying to see what was in it, as I recall. Is that what was going on?
Yes,
Yeah.
but if Darun comes up, I'll say, hey, what was in the tower?
a very large spider.
I thought we were going to pretend that it wasn't there.
Well, she asked, and I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to come through the ceiling because it's open, but it tried to get me.
Oh, so you are aware that spiders have the ability to climb, right?
Yes, but I do have the ability to shut the door and not be there. But yes, that's what I'm saying. It could probably get out. So
And climb down the outside of the tower.
I just wanted to get away,
Okay, well, maybe we should get ready in case it comes down the outside.
That might not be a bad idea.
Okay. So Zinnia will stop looking at the book and turn and prepare to face a spider if it decides to come outside.
Trunk will hide behind Zinnia.
Yes.
She has a very big personality.
Yes.
Sometimes that's all you'll need to do.
Isn't there a role he has to make for a hide?
Okay.
I will forego that role.
So Trunk, then you're over in the middle.
Yeah, court is probably fine.
All right. So we've got a grouping of everybody now looking warily at the top of the tower.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, while you guys are prepared for a spider ambush, Tommy, you have gone into the foyer.
Yep. Back in the foyer because it worked out for us last time.
It did. It worked really well. And what is it? What is it you were doing?
Looking around. I don't know if you could clear out roll 20. The darkness may still be on there. But is there, I see the doorway to the right. Is there like a hallway to the left? Or, okay. And there is a doorway. Okay. I thought that there was, but it had got darkness. I don't think that's a word, but I'd like to try that door.
Okay. Does everything look correct now?
Correct.
Okay. The door, so just inside of this little entryway, there was a door to the left, a door to the right. 15 feet in, the hallway split, but then straight ahead it went into the chapel. So you wanted to look into the door to the
Left.
The door to the left. Awesome.
Because I think we went into the door on the right.
That is possible. I'd have to go listen. All right, so the door to the left, it is a closed door there,
Mm-hmm.
and you wanted to open it up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Are you doing anything special, or are you just like throwing it open?
I'm using a handle.
I like the specificity.
Yeah.
All right, you check the handle. It is, in fact, not locked, and you have the option of swinging it open.
Yeah, let's do that.
I like it. All right, you swing it open, and you reveal a 10 by 10 room. There's a few things in there. You can see that it looked like this might be a large cloak closet based upon the number of hooks and things on the walls. There are only a few moth-eaten rags hanging on the pegs, and there's a small table with the remnants of a hat sitting there. And in the corner, there's a small chest.
Okay. Given our recent fight with cloak monsters, I would be wary of the cloaks. The small chest, could I just pick it up? The whole chest?
You could.
I will do that and kind of place it outside.
Okay. All right. It's like a 2x2 chest sort of thing.
Sure.
It's wooden.
Yeah, I'll just place it right outside the double doors and go back in looking for more stuff.
Okay. Back into that same room.
No, the cloaks are foreboding. So I will start down the hallway to the left.
The last two cloaks we saw came from the ceiling and ate our faces.
I'd be a little leery.
Plus, he said, and back into the same room very excitedly.
Yeah.
It's all about really understanding that. So, Tommy, you carry the chest out into the courtyard, and you see all of your comrades here. Let me just move the chest out to the courtyard.
Okay. I guess, yeah, they're all ready for a fight, so that would probably draw my attention, huh?
It would. I mean, they look a little, I don't know, how would you guys describe yourselves?
Alert.
They look a little alert.
Alert, alive, and enthusiastic.
We look like a group of Avengers waiting for, all back to back, maybe.
What's going on here?
Spiders.
Wait. Spiders?
Okay, I just meant in a general term. One spider.
Giant.
That I saw. Giant, very, very, very large.
Okay.
At the notion
Zinnia
that-
giant or like trunk giant?
Like trunk giant.
Oh, well. I really ashamed to
like
admit
bigger
this.
than me, and it shouldn't be.
I really don't like spiders. I really don't.
So, generally, spiders are our friends, but a spider this size is rather intimidating. So,
Yeah.
that's really all I have to say.
Well, I will get my bow out, as I will be relying on others to be the front line in this potential combat.
At all the modifiers that are added to this spider, the size, the potential of plurality. Trunk's got his pike. He is just like shrinking down as much as he can behind this thing, behind Zinnia, wishing that he could be where Tommy was instead.
Bramble, do you have a song for this?
I will try my best.
There is no such song that will dispel this fear. Spiders have too many legs.
This is amazing.
So many legs. It's like so many.
It's not
Do you have a soothing melody that perhaps could calm us down?
There was a spider that could like set his fur off and it would get in your nose and stuff. He was terrible.
Things should have the right number of legs.
Yes.
2 or 4. That's it.
Well, this is just 2 times 4.
No.
I heard from my cousin's dog groomer that it was that the spiders can turn you into a vampire. Psh, that's what he said.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Zinnia is annoyed.
Well, that's normal.
All right, well, Bramble, you're going to play something to soothe the fears of the heroes here.
Yes, I will prepare my lute. so that I can inspire courage.
Can I save against that? I want to remain apprehensive.
Don't drop your guard.
This seems like a trick.
I would like to let the fear grip me even tighter.
I need my fear. All right. So, Bramble, give us a perform check.
Well, 14.
Okay. All right. So, Bramble, you strum your lute a little bit, singing some soothing song. People kind of calm down a bit. A little time passes. This giant spider the size of Trunk does not present itself. Perhaps it's still just hanging out in its webbing.
I saw one. You believe me, right?
You know, I did until you brought up the possibility that you might be making this up.
I'm not. No. I mean, you can go check for yourself if you like.
So Zinnia will fly up to see if she can see down into that room through the roof.
Oh, okay.
If this spider has the ability to make web lassos, we're out of here.
Or fly.
Why would you say words like that?
Ooh, a flying spider. That is scary.
I've heard of jumping spiders, but not flying spiders.
They create webbing between all of their legs and start flapping. Oh no, I hate that I said that.
All right, so I don't want to drive your pawn in this situation. So you wanted to fly up over so you could look down into this top of this tower.
Yes,
All right,
that is correct.
and you can once you kind of come up over the top of the tower, you can see again that much of the top floor has collapsed, but not all of it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the hatch there has been kind of cleared away where Daerun clearly lifted and opened it.
Mm-hmm.
And make a perception roll.
Oh, I'm so good at this.
You're remarkably good at it.
Oh, but I rolled really well for a change, so I think that's going to be a 20.
And
It is.
All
It's
right.
a 20.
nice. Okay. Yeah, you see a pretty elaborate system of spider webs there, including an alarming humanoid-sized body wrapped up in all the spider stuff. But you also see an equally alarming humanoid-sized spider who seems to be maybe repositioning himself or herself or itself on the web. It's clearly aware of you. You didn't really say how high up you were.
Oh, well, I mean, if I could be 15 feet above
Okay.
the roof, that is
Yeah.
where I would
That's important.
I would always try to be above what I perceive to be, danger.
Right, but I just 15 or 100, It's
No, not 100.
Yeah.
That seems ridiculous.
And correct.
Okay, so yeah, you catch a glimpse of the spider. It's moving on its web, and it seems to be sort of shifting, like it's maybe looking in your direction.
Okay, well, but if I see it, then I'm fine. But it seems like it's kind of settling, not like it's getting ready to scurry out.
Make a sense motive.
Ooh. I'm on a roll. 19.
I mean, it is a different, obviously, creature type than you, but no, you don't think it's settling. You think it's getting ready to act.
Uh-oh. Okay, I fly away.
Okay.
I feel no matter how quiet that was or how distant she was, I heard that uh-oh.
As you fly away, it is going to take a shot at you.
Uh-oh. Okay.
You see it kind of spread its front little pincers wide and just eject this ball of webbing in your direction.
I take evasive maneuvers.
Abort.
Ah!
So let's see. That is going to be a 23 to hit you.
Can I do an amazing fly acrobatic check? Is that a thing?
Dodge web. Do you have that feat?
Well, in this game, that is called your AC.
That definitely hits me.
Is this like a ball of web, or is this like a web that's connected where...
No, it's not connected. It's a I don't know if this actually even exists in like the real world. It's an ability that giant spiders have.
Sure.
Basically, they spit out this thing, and it like
So it's a glob.
a glob.
Yeah. I guess my question is, she getting reeled in, or is she dropping?
No,
to
this
the
is more like
ground?
when like Spider-Man like just shoots like to pin somebody to the wall
Got
or
it.
something.
Okay.
It's like an entanglement.
It's not good.
Like, I know we're not going to like this, but the fact that it isn't a lasso and we're about all... I just imagine from our perspective, we see a glob come out and then she gets sucked in.
Oh my gosh.
And then Trunk passes out. A glob is better.
Very, very active imagination, Trunk.
Oh, he's imagining all sorts of horrible things right now.
Yeah, and this is good. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to have to look up rules. So it hits you, and you become entangled.
Somebody catch me!
I'll try to catch her.
Yeah, and so this is where you were 15 feet up. You clearly started moving, and then the question in my mind is because you're going to fall.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're going to do more like a little parabolic arc, whether or not you were going to fall on top of the tower or over the edge and all the way down to the ground. That's kind of where I was. Do you have a preference?
How would you like to fall?
Okay, so I'm gonna move myself to where I was actually in relation to everything.
Okay.
So because I wasn't over here, I was here. So I see the spider, I start flying. I would have been about here, I'm going to assume, when I got hit.
No, you would have been over the tower when you got hit.
Why would I have been over the tower? I was never going to be over the tower. I was going to be...
You would have had to
see him.
To see where he was at. Okay. I would say in order for you to have had like line of sight, you would have had to at least been like here, which is kind of maybe over the wall. If you were trying to specifically not be directly over the tower, to have line of sight on where he was kind of under an overhang.
Okay.
Okay, there.
Yeah. So you would have seen him and then try to flee. And as you moved, he hits you.
Okay, so then I would have been here.
Okay.
As I tried to fly away.
And I realize this makes for riveting audio, but we're just, this all comes down to where Zinnia was on the map. So
where I'm falling.
Yeah. So Zinnia is not directly over the tower. You're going to fall back down to the courtyard.
Yes. Tragically to the ground.
Tragically.
My body crushed. This is the end of Zinnia.
You can play as the spider next.
Oh.
Have two character deaths in one round.
So Zinnia, you were going to fall. That is going to be you said you were 15 feet up.
Uh-huh.
To be above that. So you were basically...
really far up.
Yeah, you're about 45 feet in the air.
Yep.
And this is where actually your size is pretty important because you take less damage from a fall than your larger counterparts.
Yes.
I believe you take, let's see, it's 4 points.
It's still going to be ugly.
No,
you
it's
fall
actually,
at the same speed, though.
You do, but mass is important. No, it's actually not that bad. That is, so basically 5 times.
5
Yes,
times. Not bad. 5 times.
As everybody's watching this, is this anything that anybody can
do anything
try to
about?
rush in and
Nipper is
grab
pretty
her?
fast.
Maybe. So the fall is actually only going to do, I think, 6 points of damage.
Oh, only 6.
I mean, realistically, we don't know that anyway. We just see her falling out of anywhere. So if somebody's has the ability, we might try and rush in. I don't know that person's going to be Trunk, but
Yeah,
Well, given that all of you were watching, like you were obviously watching her,
Mm-hmm.
like everybody's watching her expectantly, and you see this thing go like shooting out, splatter into her as she's trying to because you see her say, "Uh-oh." I mean, this is one of those where you could do the baseball type. You're going to run and try to catch a pop fly here. Yeah, I would say the two people most likely to be able to catch her would be Daroon and Tommy, assuming that they maybe made a reflex save if that was something that you would have thought about.
Yeah, I would try to catch her.
Okay, so Tommy,
I have a pretty good dexterity too.
All right, so you see her get splattered. you just go like running forward and try to do a diving catch.
Immaculate reception.
Yeah.
Yep.
Something like that. What do I need to roll for this?
We'll just make it a reflex save.
That is a 15.
That is
Plus
pretty
your
good.
reflex.
Oh, yeah. So that's 18.
Okay, I'll go with it. All right, so you bound across the room, throw yourself out, like reaching out with your arms, and nab her just before she hits the dirt. And I'm gonna have you take 2 points of non-lethal as you sort of like fall onto the dirt, like it's
Yeah,
like
I
a
just
diving catch,
face planted into the
plant
ground.
a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I get it.
but yeah, you catch her in time. So Zinni, you will take no damage from the spider.
No damage.
However, you are like covered in spider goop and you're entangled.
Okay. Awesome. Tommy, my hero.
Oh, God, yeah. I'm like spitting the dirt out. No problem. That spider needs to die.
So you found the spider, I see.
I did. Are we in combat? Like,
No.
oh, okay. Then I'm going to use my fairy dust to clean myself off.
That would not. Yeah, no. That would not actually. A clean would not do it.
Okay,
You
fine.
have to. You have to basically break out of it. So there's somebody could aid you. Tommy could probably do it, or you could make an escape artist check, or a strength check to break out of it.
I'll just go over and help her break out.
Because it's basically it's treated like a net
Like this.
versus like dirty.
All right. So escape artist.
Yeah.
That's a 22.
Oh.
She just does this little ballet maneuver and the webs fall away from her.
And now I'm entangled.
Yeah, that's all over Tommy's hands. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, yeah, you wiggle your way out of them very easily. However, the spider does not present itself, so apparently it is somewhat shy.
So, yeah, the spider's there, and I guess it's not going to come out. So maybe if we just leave it alone, it's fine.
I am a big fan of that plan. Right.
But there was like a humanoid creature wrapped up there.
I assume it shows its fate.
It chose its own fate.
It desired this.
Oh, wow. But you couldn't tell if it was like alive or not, right? It was just a bundle of web.
Yes, it was just a bundle of web.
Enormous sigh of relief.
But maybe they
But
have
what if
something cool on them.
No, probably not.
What if it's alive? What if it's still alive, though? It's just, we can't let something just die there, yeah?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's as scary as the spider that was actually there after I said it is. I don't know if we want to mess with it or not.
Well, side note, I did find a chest. So we could just have that, and then that's not spider related at all.
Mm-hmm.
However, if we've got to go to get the spider, I will help.
What if the spider was half pixie? Would you go kill it?
Yeah. That would be terrible. I can't envision anything worse. Spider pixie.
I guess we have to make a decision as a group because we're all in this, right? So do we go and get the spider and try to perhaps save this body, or do we just leave it alone?
You know, we can't forget that we're still trying to find those mushrooms, and we need to get back and save the entire town.
So you're a no.
I guess I'm a no.
Okay.
I will say I did end up finding some mushrooms, but it's only about half of what we will need.
Oh, you found them over there where you came running from?
Yes.
So we could probably check that area out and find more.
I don't remember if I grabbed them or not.
I think you were getting them before all of the other
pursuit.
havoc began.
So there's still more in the area?
Well, I think you got them.
I thought you said that.
Yeah, because you were quietly cutting them beneath the bats.
So you got
Yes.
the ones that you got, but not all of them.
All right.
They got all that were there, but it's only about half of what you need.
Oh,
What's in the chest, Tommy?
I don't know. Let's look through the building, and then if we've got to, if the mushrooms are in the tower, we'll take a look. But let's just look through the building quick, and we can see if the mushrooms are in there.
Open the chest first.
Sure, I'll open the chest.
All right, you try the little latch,
Mm-hmm.
and it is locked.
Break the chest.
Yeah, I'll try to force it
I'm
open.
going to take a step away, so not near the chest if I am anywhere close to the chest.
What do I roll for that?
How would you like to break it?
With Dayrune's hammer, his backup hammer.
My backup.
The backup hammer, so you're just going to start smashing it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
It's pretty good.
yeah. So that's 16 to hit.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. You actually don't have to roll to hit it.
I would like to focus on maybe breaking out like a side of it or something, and then reaching in and grabbing stuff out, as opposed to just smashing the top of it or just going ham on it.
Okay.
I do want to have like a thought process, I guess. I want to break it carefully.
All right. Tommy smash. All right. Well, then, sure. We'll keep your roll. So basically roll damage.
That is 16. Or no, excuse me, 6.
Like, wow.
I'm super strong. 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay. So it does have some hardness, but it is pretty aged. There's no preservative magic on it or anything. So your first blow knocks like a little hole in the side. So you can, if that's the methodology you're going to take, it'll just take probably 2 or 3 more good whacks with hammer. You don't need a roll. It's fine. Okay. It's not evading your efforts.
So if it does start evading, you let me know.
But you would have known before.
As soon as you grabbed it, yeah.
Because I do love me a good mimic.
I'll just break out the side of it and then pull out the stuff, being careful not to break anything on the inside.
Okay. On your second strike, a small blade like juts out by the lock. So you're not standing next to it, poses no danger. So it was trapped. So you did prevent that, but you smash it a few times, knock in the side of the chest.
Okay, I pull the stuff out.
All right, so you reach into the chest, and there's a small like cloth bundle in there that you kind of wiggle through free and pull out of the hole.
Okay.
And it's like a cloth bag, and you can fill clearly what feels like boots inside of it.
Boots. Take a look at the boots.
All right, you open the bag and look inside, and you can see a pair of very fine quality looking boots. They're green in color and embossed with leaves, and they actually kind of look like they're made out of almost natural looking material.
Sure.
Those are pretty. I'm going to detect magic.
They radiate magic.
You want them?
I don't think they'll fit me.
Well, maybe if they're magic, they'll like zoom down to the right size.
I will spellcraft them.
All right, so you detect magic for a couple rounds. Oh, actually, you can do it in 1 round. So you roll your spellcraft, and you get a
14.
14. Oh, okay. You are uncertain about the true nature of the boots. You know that they are elven made, and you don't discern it with your magic, with your spellcraft. Sorry.
Darune?
Yeah, could I take a look at those?
Yeah,
Oh, let's just see.
they're pretty.
I don't know. I speak Elvish, but I've never seen like what these can do. I only got a 12, so.
I'm just going to put them on. Do they fit to my feet?
You fall in one. I'll put one on, and you put one on, and we'll see what they do.
Okay. You just literally want to try to put them on?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just out of curiosity, Bard, since you're sitting there quietly. Do you have spellcraft?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You didn't offer, so I just thought one of the things you might.
I could try.
You see Zinnia like hover above and put her feet into them.
Yeah.
And Zinnia, give me a use magic device roll.
Okay. Oh, that's wonderful. That's a 21.
That actually is really wonderful. We haven't really talked about magic items too much because I've been very stingy thus far. But you reach out to try to attune to the items, and you do activate it. Now, attuning in this way doesn't tell you what it does, but by attuning to it, you do activate the resize property. So the boots rapidly shrink down to the size of your tiny little feet.
That's wonderful. They look really good on me too, don't they?
They absolutely do.
All right.
Nice.
Why don't you check those out? You got this. You can do
All
this.
right, I will
Have some confidence in your
attempt
skills.
to look at them.
Nope.
No, that's an 11.
Well, just try doing stuff and see if it's something's different.
Okay, I tried dancing.
Well, you do feel lighter on your feet.
I try running.
I mean, doesn't she fly? Wouldn't she feel lighter on her feet?
Well, I mean, I guess you do. I don't know. When you dance, you just dance in the air.
No, I was going to try dancing on the ground.
Okay.
Here, try to be really quiet and I'll listen for you. Like, go behind me.
She was doing the tiptoes. I mean, you're already so quiet.
Oh.
Dayrun can't tell.
Okay, but I try walking. Do I walk faster?
You do not walk faster.
Oh.
We're just going to spend the rest of the session.
All right, well, I'm just going to wear pretty boots for right now. We'll worry about it later. Anything else in the chest?
No. As
Oh.
much as I wanted to say a bunch of broken potions, no, that is the only thing in the chest.
Well, I will, once that task is done, I will go back
Once
inside
that task is done.
and I will go down that hallway to the left that I had denied myself.
So
because
should
of the
we?
spider.
Should someone follow him in
I'm
there?
gonna
Yeah, I'm
follow.
going in with
Let's
Tommy
go this
because
time.
that is further away from the spider.
Are we all
It's
going to go? Let's
strategy.
all go.
I don't
Yeah,
mind.
it seems like this place wants us to stay together.
Okay, let's do
Yes.
that.
I don't know. It's quite really enjoying the separation.
Whoever said that, whatever voice it came from, we're not listening. We're going to stay together. I'm sure that voice wants us to stay apart.
I don't enjoy the idea that the building wants us to do anything. Let's
Yeah,
keep
well,
that non-sentient.
All right, so Tommy strides boldly in, followed by Zinnia. Everybody's just queuing up here into the hall.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like Tommy wants to go to the left down the hall.
Yep.
All right. So that hallway, you can see now. It is dim light. There's no lanterns or anything lit inside here, but there are enough entry points that there's some illumination from the outside. So you see a very dim hall to
I'll
the
do
left.
light.
All right. The hall becomes much brighter. The hall goes about 30 feet to a dead end. Halfway down the hall is a set of double doors, which I don't know if Trunk, you want to point out. You're pretty sure that was the library where you came in through the exterior entry.
Yeah, that is the library where I found the book and water and everything else is ruined.
And then there is a single door to the left.
I'll go through that door.
All right. You check that door. I like how you handle things here. You check the handle and it is locked.
All right. I've been waiting for this. Tommy has. So I get ready and I want to try to kick the door open. Heedless of how strong the door looks. I want to try to kick it.
Okay, so in the narrow hall with everybody lined up, you rear back and you're going to try to kick the door open.
Yep.
So give me a strength check.
I've been waiting the whole time for this one roll. That is a 20.
Ooh.
Wow. You guys continually impress me. That was the DC. So with one and just kick, just move your whole body in. You shatter the decrepit lock, and some wood splinters fly, and the door swings open. I will reveal another small room.
Do you have a post-door kicking pose? You have a post-door kicking pose. Like, when you're done, do you, hands on your hips kind of thing?
No. This is much like the explosion, where you walk away casually.
Oh, nice.
So this is where you just
That was
go
maybe
into-
like a Van Damme where you keep your leg up, and then you turn it 90 degrees.
You just walk into the room.
Okay.
As though you're not even impressed with yourself.
Totally expected.
Like,
no
I
big
just
deal.
this. It's just what I do.
This is how regular dock workers open doors.
Exactly.
Keys.
It is a 10 by 10 room. The small chamber appears to be some sort of sitting room, complete with a single table and a pair of chairs, both in relatively good condition. Atop the table is a half-eaten crow next to a crude knife and a cracked mug. And there is some smell. There's a smell in the room. It is not like death or decay. I mean, there's some mustiness, but there is a smell in the room.
All right. When you say half-eaten crow,
Like fresh.
okay.
Like
Like-
feathers and
Yeah, like somebody didn't prepare it. They killed it and they're
No
using that
carrot.
little knife and they're just
no carrots, no potatoes, nothing like that.
yeah, not a balanced diet. They're just like eating the crow.
But you said it doesn't smell like rotting or anything. So
No, you can see there's still some blood and feathers and stuff. Like this is somebody was enjoying a meal very recently.
A fresh crow.
Yeah.
Half-eaten.
Yeah.
On the table
On
with
the
a knife and fork.
That is
I know the
No, just a
disturbing.
knife, no fork. I mean,
A knife.
it's not polite society.
so,
But the crow is bloody and not cooked at all.
Right.
no, right.
Right.
So someone had the semblance or the civility to sit at a table with a knife to eat
The
an
bloody.
unprepared bloody crow.
I can't see anything from here. I just hear something about a crow.
There's somebody else here, guys.
And there's
And-
another door to the far right of the room.
Tommy, look up.
I look up
New motto of the entire adventure. Always look
in the
up.
room.
So that definitely earns you a silver point. You look up and you see directly above the door jamb, there's a crude net that's been suspended on some hooks with what must be a small anvil. And there's a string, you see. Anyway, you can kind of look out and you look around and there's an actual small tripwire. This is a little elaborate Rube Goldberg sort of thing.
Sure.
But now that you look up and you follow it, you see, had you stepped in, you probably would have hit that little wire and you'd have gotten a classic anvil to the head.
Do I feel like I could set it off and not put myself in danger from outside the room?
Yeah.
Okay, then I will do that.
Okay. So you just kind of step back and you can use
Yeah,
any sort of poking device.
sure.
So
I use a poking device and cut the tripwire.
as you do, there's the net. It actually works. The net flies open and the anvil falls and crashes right there on the ground with a pretty loud crunching thud noise. And you're glad that wasn't your head.
Yeah.
Do we hear a disappointed
Good
pixie
looking-
hiding in the
good looking
corner
out.
going, "Aw."
Or some kind of wild coyote laughing. And then,
No, it is quiet in here after the dust settles and the echo fades.
Okay, now look under the table.
Okay, so now I get in and I look under the table. I am hip to Zinnia's wise counsel when it comes to this.
Well, from your vantage point, you can actually see under the table.
Sure.
There's no place that you can see in this room that somebody could be hiding at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do see that other door though.
Yeah. There is another door.
And I would like to check the handle on that.
Brilliant. All right. So you go to the door and you check the handle. It is not locked, and make a perception roll.
Perception is not my best skill. That is a 15.
Okay. You don't see anything out of place, and you don't hear anything.
I would like to use one of my feats, which is called Inspired, and I would like to re-roll that skill roll. I get to do it once a day.
Okay.
That is worse, so this was a waste.
is it the other feet despired?
Inspired. You're no longer inspired.
Yeah, that is basically what that has done. It is just
Okay.
uninspiring.
Oh, what's going on up there, Bramble?
It looks like Tommy's found another door.
Oh.
Come into the room, Bramble.
I'm now in the room.
I'm having Nipper wait outside the door.
I will wait outside the door with Nipper and Corda, and I don't know where Trunk wants to be.
I'm still standing in the hall because these are tiny rooms and I'm a big boy.
Yeah. So at this
In
point,
the foyer.
Tommy, Bramble, Zinnia have all basically pressed into this little room. Darun is just outside the door with Nipper, Corda, and Trunk sort of queued up. Actually, Trunk is a little farther down the hall. So, Trunk, did you want to do, while they're doing all of that, since you're kind of in the back, did you want to do something else? Go wandering off?
Well, I have recently learned that spiders live here, so I'm just going to guard the hall from potential spider invasions.
All right. That's reasonable. All right. So, Trunk, you're standing guard back at the intersection, watching for anything. Trunk, give me a perception roll.
Oh, no spiders. I'm not really looking that well, apparently. That perception is a mighty 5.
If it's not a spider, he doesn't care what it is.
All is quiet.
As it should be.
All right. So, Tommy, you have positioned yourself by this door. Does anybody else want to take an action before Tommy undoubtedly throws this door open?
I am going to be ready with a jolt. Or, yeah.
All right, you're going to ready a jolt. Okay.
I'm going to ready a jolt.
Bramble?
I'll grab one of my daggers.
Okay, so you've readied a dagger. Darun?
Just shield in one hand and ready to cast just in another hand.
All right.
I know where my hammer is on my side.
All right, Tommy, what do you want to do?
I throw the door open.
He throws the door open heroically.
He's good with these doors things. Opening stuff in general.
Yeah.
All right, Tommy, you see another 10 by 10 room. This is like cramped quarters. It's a small cramped chamber, holds 2 tiny beds, but not physically tiny, but they are small sized. One of which is covered in bird bones and a small sack and an array of old tools. The other bed looks like recently used, as if somebody has been sleeping in it. It's a bit disheveled. They didn't make their bed this morning. Then the blankets, look a little dirty. And other than that, there's an odor in the room, not like super stinky or anything, but there's like a type of body odor.
Sure.
Yeah.
I look up.
Wise man, you don't see anything up. The low ceiling is devoid of any further traps.
I look under the beds.
All right. Well, the blankets, although dirty, hang down, so you'd have to kind of like either get down to look under them or
Nope. I pick up the bed. I just pick it up and look under it. You got to keep them guessing.
All right, Tommy.
Total superhero move, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, Tommy. You step forward, and it's gonna like take both hands.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, you step forward, bend, make a strength check to lift that bed up dramatically.
He thinks a bed could be a weapon.
Oh, a 5.
It's okay. It's okay. You're just lifting the bed. It's not attached to the floor.
Did you add your strength modifier to that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
You didn't lift. You didn't lift fully with your knees. You got to remember that. That's what I tell
lift
you.
with the legs.
Yeah, lift with your legs.
Yeah. So you get a little twinge in your back, but you lift the bed up. But because of the way, as you lift the bed, you're not immediately seeing what's under it. Although Zinnia, you do. Because there is a figure under it.
I knew it.
There is a small bipedal reptilian figure who was laying prone and holding a weapon at ready. So he's going to lunge forward to slash at Tommy, but you had Jolt ready.
Yes.
So you're both going to trigger. So go ahead and roll your attack, and he's going to roll his attack.
Okay. That is an 18.
All right. An 18 is going to hit. Tommy, what is your flat-footed AC?
Really good.
I imagined it was.
16, actually.
Wow. Okay. That's right. You're mostly armor. Well, that's kind of disappointing. Okay. So you hear it move.
Mm-hmm.
It lashes out and it deflects off your leg greaves or whatever. And Zinnia, you jolt it, so give me some damage.
3.
3 damage. Okay, so you hear the creature kind of like, it's reptilian sounding, but it sort of shrieks a little bit. And we are going to start some combat here. And we're going to start off with, so actually we'll do this. Since you guys acted, Bramble, you said you were around the corner, but you had a dagger ready. What do? You see Zinnia jolt something, but it's around the corner out of your direct sight.
I move just so I can see it, and then how far away am I? 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will throw the dagger that I'm holding.
Okay, so you step around the corner, and basically you're kind of like throwing around Tommy's legs. So the creature is getting partial cover. It's like you'd guess it's probably like 3 feet tall. It's still prone, and just has a reptilian quality to it. It's armored and holding a sword. Roll your attack.
19 plus.
A 19 is going to be a hit.
Yeah.
All right, so give me some damage.
2.
All right, so attacking on with Zinnia's 3 damage, you get already 5 points of damage as your dagger kind of glances off its shoulder on the ground and opens up a wound, and it is very unhappy. So Trunk, you're back in the hall. Mm-hmm. Well, both you and Darun are back in the hall. Make a perception roll to see if you even hear.
It's a 22.
All right. So, yeah, at that point, you hear kind of a crash and probably a yell back in the room. What do you want to do?
Well, I'll come closer, obviously. I don't know that there's going to be a lot that I can do.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like
given the constrained hall, but I'll get closer and
it's very cramped quarters. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just hold there for the moment.
All right, so you basically get up to the door to that first room. Tommy, you're standing there, kind of holding the bed chest high. Mm-hmm. You know something is there. Mm-hmm. People are attacking around your feet.
I stop holding the bed. I just let the bed go.
Okay, so you drop the bed
on this creature.
I mean, he was still prone. Okay.
Because he got up to slash at my legs.
He didn't get up. He attacked from prone. I mean, he probably wasn't quite as pressed flat, so I'll assume the bed hits him a little bit.
Okay.
So, yeah, you hear it, but it doesn't squash him. So he's still under the bed. You drop the bed. You're still standing there.
Then I would like to get on top of the bed. I want to jump on the bed.
Okay. You jump on top of the bed.
Can I pin him to the ground?
No, because he's really, like, he's pretty small. And so the bed's not like flat on the ground. That's why he was hiding under it.
Right. Can I, if I jump, can I break the bed basically? And then.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, just basically like with force, jump onto the bed and try to like crush it.
Just pin it to the ground. I imagine they've got questions for this little thing.
So now we get into like how high quality construction is the bed.
Well, and the rest of the stuff around here has been affected by age. So I would assume.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I would still call this a strength check because basically at that point you're trying to break the bed like you've been breaking everything else.
That's not untrue. That is a 13.
Okay. The bed does not break with a 13, but it decidedly
creaks.
Yeah, you think so you jump on it, you hear cracking and some splintering, but it doesn't give on the first jump.
Okay.
So you're on the bed. It is definitely weakened. And I mean, that'll be your action, basically.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
All right. Improvised
out of the
bed
doorway
jumping.
Too. So
and you're also out of the line of sight of getting like sliced. Okay, Darun, you definitely being also right outside the door there. Mm-hmm. You hear the ruckus and now a like crashing, splintering noise.
Do I hear you're over there and you heard something from behind you?
No, he heard I had him roll because he was like 30
Sure.
feet away. So he came running up to you. So you guys are now like basically next to each other outside the door.
I'm going to, if I can go through this doorway, can I see what's going on in there if I'm looking around the corner?
So if you step in the door, Bramble's blocking another door, but you could because the way the rules work, you can actually move through Bramble's space and go into the room where Tommy is.
Yeah, I'll do that. And I'm going to do some. I'm going to actually cast a command.
Okay, so you basically step through Bramble, move into the space. So basically, you are interposed between Bramble and the bed with Tommy on it, with the creature under it.
To the creature. So
yeah, so then you'll basically have to like crouch down so you can see it, and then do your command. So you could do that.
Yeah. Hey, buddy. So I mean, believe that's a role for you.
Well, what are you commanding it to do?
Surrender.
So you think you get, I think there's 4 options. You can tell it to.
You get 4 words to choose from.
Yeah. It's like fall prone, which he's already prone, drop.
He's got a weapon, so drop.
You can say approach, drop, fall, or flee.
Drop.
All right. So you tell him to drop his weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know what your DC is?
15.
15. I rolled cruddy. Pretty sure that is going to be a fail. Yeah, that is decidedly a fail. So you see him release his hold on his weapon.
That's it.
Okay. So it is now his turn. So he no longer is holding his weapon, and he's looking at you face to face. So he is going to grab his weapon as his move action and try to stab you in the face with it.
Let me double
So
check here.
it's a round.
No. On its turn, this is the action it takes.
Yes.
So if he doesn't drop it
whoa,
immediately,
whoa, whoa,
for
whoa,
his
whoa.
turn, he drops his weapon.
I see,
And
okay.
that's his action.
Otherwise, it would be pointless to have stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So on his turn, he drops it. Well, the dropping would be like a free action.
Yeah, I suppose. On its turn, the subject drops whatever it's holding. It
Can't pick up any dropped
it
item
can't
until
pick it
its
up.
next turn.
Okay. So he's disinclined. Okay.
Spells have to have some kind of effect, otherwise.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey.
Okay, then he is, since he's released it, he can't grab it again, and the jig is up. He is going to scurry over underneath the other bed, which at this point, the only person adjacent to him with do you have a weapon out, Darun?
Nope. I had my shield out and I was casting.
I have my brass knuckles, so I'm considered armed.
Okay, that's such a weird thing. So I guess, Tommy, you could I don't know how you would reach him. I mean, just thinking about it, but I guess you could technically do it. So he's scurrying out from under the bed you're jumping on to get under the other bed. And I guess you could kind of do a classic superhero move to come down and try to hit him.
Yeah, and I will do that. 14.
All right, a 14 does not hit him. So he scurries under the other bed, and you can all hear him. Sounds like he's trying to climb through something. Zinnia, it is your turn.
I will cast Acquire on his weapon.
Nice. All right. Well, you've got line of sight on it, so it is definitely less than 5 pounds. So the weapon flies.
There's a DC.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
So I would say I've seen the item, so it's a 10.
Yeah, you can because you can actually see it. Yeah.
An 11.
Nice. All right. So his little weapon, it's a short sword, goes flying past Darun and into your outstretched hand. Bramble.
You now have a great sword.
Yeah. It's very big.
I don't think there is much that I can do without being able to see him. So I'll.
There is space if you wanted to occupy the space by Darun in the other corner. You could get in there and then basically drop and look under the bed if there was something you're wanting to do to him.
Okay. Then yes, I will do that. And I will cast Hideous Laughter.
Okay, so you dive in, basically drop down to get line of sight, where you can see he is trying to wiggle through a small hole in the floor. And let's see, does he laugh or not? Uh-oh. That is a cocked die. Let's roll again. I'm just going to say it is. All right. That's a 1. So he stops his wiggling through the hole and begins to laugh maniacally. Nicely done. All right, Trunk, you hear...
I hear the sound of horror.
There's crashing, slashing, and now laughing.
A little lizard man is laughing.
Yeah.
Okay, Don. Yeah, all right. I was going to say, I would like to hear what that sounds like.
Yeah, it's one of those noises.
I just look around at nothing with a what the heck look. I'll approach the full doorway. I can see by Zinnia's position and the fact that nobody else is in this immediate room that the other room must be completely full. So I'll just hang here with Nipper, pike at the ready, just in case something further weird happens. You said that Mr. Lizard Friend was trying to go through a hole. I notice on the map there's wall damage. Do I hear this? Do I see anything poking through laughing or not?
Oh, that's a good point. That is actually not the hole he's trying to go through. But there is a hole in like, if you were to walk over there, you could actually, like, almost at head height, based on your height, look into that room.
Well, I haven't read that you shouldn't peer through holes in case terrible things happen to you, so I guess I'm going to do that stupid thing. And yeah, I'll step over Nipper and peer inside.
Okay, yeah. So basically, you can look into that room, and you see Tommy standing on a bed, and that's probably the only. Well, and you could probably just make out the top of Daeroon's head from that vantage point because there's not a great viewing angle here.
I guess I'll just wave and say, what? How's it going?
But you do notice, now that you're like literally standing here next to the hole, that there's like scuff marks and like little bits of cloth and stuff. Like you would think somebody has been using this hole to like climb it, like somebody small, like mechanically small, but also, just to climb in and out of this room. They've been using this as the door.
Okay.
All
right.
right.
I'll just wave at Tommy. Hello.
All right, Tommy, the little bugger is under the other. I mean, you can't see him, but you can hear him.
Yeah, I'll get down and try to grapple him and pull him out from under the bed.
All right, you drop down between the beds and give me a grapple check. Combat maneuver bonus.
That is 13.
13. He's wiggly.
Isn't he laughing though? Like, does he get to do anything?
He does not get to do anything, but he is not helpless. It is just one of the functions of that spell. I think that gets him.
Just go with it.
I know. Long pauses. I apologize. This is an older stat block. I think that does not have a CMD on it. Okay.
Then it must be free.
Must be free.
So I got him.
You know what? I'm just doing the mental calculations. That would get him. Yeah. Okay, even with his size bonus. Because you got 13, right?
Yep.
All right. Then
I'm going to haul him out from under the bed.
Okay. You pull the laughing little bugger out between, and now you're kind of holding him. Well, I mean, yeah, he's not pinned, but he is grappled.
Okay.
Then it is Daeroon's turn.
I will assist on the grapple. Can I do that or help or grapple him again or just...
Well, so Tommy, because Tommy's grappling him, you can basically aid on the next action to try to pin it. If you guys are trying to pin him. So sure, go ahead and make your grapple.
Okay. Well, it's higher than what you had, so 15 without bonus, but it's going to be 17.
Okay, so then it is his turn, but he has to laugh all around. In which case we basically get cycled back around through everybody.
I think he's ticklish.
So, Zinnia, did you want to do anything while these two are grappling him?
I'm going to drop his weapon, and then I'm going to just ready another jolt. Just if he breaks free, then I'm going to
all right
zap him.
Bramble, are you going to do anything?
Yeah, I'll ready another dagger just in case.
All right. So Trunk, you can now see what's going on. You couldn't effectively like attack through here, but you can actually see your two allies holding a wiggling little reptilian creature. So you would have line of sight for like spell casting if you wanted to do that. Otherwise,
I'm sure they have good reason for attacking this tiny little helpless little lizard man, but I'm not ready to contribute to that. They seem fine, so I'm just gonna kind of wander away so I don't have to see what they're gonna do.
okay. So then Tommy, you can attempt to pin it, and then I'm going to go ahead and treat Darun as aiding you on that. So you'll make another grapple check with a +2.
It's a whole lot, like 22.
Okay. So between the two of you, you absolutely pin the poor laughing little cold, and you guys have him trussed up, and you can proceed to tie him up if you wish. And who knows what you might do to this poor little fellow. But I think we're going to have to wait till next week to find out.
Yeah. What is a kobold doing here?
What is he? I don't know.
Oh,
I mean, I know.
What is this strange little lizard thing doing here? What were these tools on the bed? Why did he have a trap for crushing skulls?
Maybe that's how
Is
he
it
caught
typical
crows.
that they eat crows?
Yeah,
I mean, we eat
that's
birds.
Yeah, it's not too unnatural that the lizard is eating a fresh kill.
So many questions,
Mm-hmm.
so few answers.
Has he encountered the spider?
Oh,
Yeah.
And everything else in this.
How
Yeah,
has he
this is
avoided all
kind
this?
of a crazy little house that we came across.
I guess we'll find out who's good at interrogation next week.
All right.
All right.
Thanks,
See you
everybody.
next-
Yep.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, everyone. We've almost finished our first adventure, and I want to personally thank you for joining us. If you've listened this far, I'm guessing something about our show is resonating with you. I know there are a lot of other shows out there, and I appreciate you giving ours a chance. If you haven't done it already, please give us a quick review. Some stars and a short comment can really help get us noticed. And of course, tell a friend. We truly are planning on a long story to come, and we hope you will stay with us on our journey. Thank you. And if you're going out on your own adventure, remember it's okay to avoid unnecessary fights, especially if they don't help your current objective. Stay safe out there.